Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ollie Rodriguez-Solomon, and in the last month we have picked up a number of vinyl records, and in this one I'm going to be showing you every record that I got in the month of July. We have a few here, so let's get into it. But as usual, make sure to leave a like and subscribe because we are on the road to 1,000 subscribers. We're about, I think, 30 away, so if you press that subscribe button, it'll mean a lot. But anyway, let's get into it with the first one, which I'm going to be showing. Slim Shady. And Slim Shady again. And if you want to get technical, Slim Shady for a third time. Now I'm going to be completely open with you. I have basically probably got the most Slim Shady collection going right now. I'm kind of making this like a little bit of a video that I want to do, so unfortunately I'm not going to show you guys what these ones are. I'll happily tell you, but I'm not going to open them or show them. The first one is just the expanded edition. This was one that is fairly easy to come by at the moment. I was able to pick this up on Rough Trade, and this is a free LP, so I believe the free LP basically comes with, obviously all the original songs are on the album, but then you're left with like some versions of songs, like a cappella songs, as well as Bad Guys Always Die from the Wild Wild West soundtrack, plus the radio version of Guilty Conscience, so there's something there. I will go over this more in the video that comes in the future as to why I have this, but to speak about this one, this is actually the Interscope version of the Slim Shady LP, and this is again the exact same free LP, but it's got a bit more variation going on with it. But I'm gonna leave that there. I just want to let you know that I picked these two up in July. There will be a video coming out in the future going over basically my entire Slim Shady collection. However, the one I can kind of just show you is this one. This is the Just Don't Give an F picture disc. The reason I've got this is because I'm pretty sure it's one of the only picture discs I don't have. I'm fairly certain there might be one that I am missing. However, fairly simply, don't mean to be rude towards you, but you have Slim Shady in there screaming with the middle finger as the actual shape of the disc. And this one will be making a reappearance in that video that I previously just mentioned. But let's actually show you one that I can open, and that is Nas with God's Son. I didn't actually really listen to this one before getting it. I kind of got it because it was a limited edition thing. I also am a big fan of Nas. I know I'm saying that and I hadn't even listened to this one, but I've listened to this one about 2 or 3 times now, and it's actually a really good album. And I am hopeful that the disc that comes with this will reflect the goodness of this album. Now, first this was teasing me to make it look like it was a gatefold, but it's not. It's just a simple box or non-gatefold, whatever we call it. So right there we have the front with God's Son, and right there you can see the back of it right there with the track list and a couple of images from the album. Okay, no inserts of this, however this does have that typical image sleeves, which is something that I always love to see. It's got the black and white going on, so these are coloured discs. I believe they are the same, so we'll just pull out the one. And surprisingly, that's not the kind of blue I was expecting. So this is much more of like a baby blue, which is definitely not the sort of colour I was really expecting to get from this. However, it's still a really nice blue to go with. I think I was more expecting something that kind of matched the cover. So as you can sort of see, like, this wouldn't be the blue I'd be expecting to get out of this, and that's not, I don't know. I mean, there's a bit of a marble effect to it as well. Not sure how well we can show that. But nonetheless, it's still really cool to always add more blue records to my collection, so gonna take that. So there we have Nas with God's Son, and actually one of the funny things about this is one of my, like, I've got a series I'm starting to do on my YouTube channel where I'll sort of like take an artist who I have a lot of their vinyl of in my collection, and I'll basically just sort of like go through and sort of like show it. I've done one for Eminem and I've done one for Kendrick Lamar. My next one is actually going to be on J. Cole, but I was actually debating maybe I should just go with Nas. I mean, Nas has a lot of music and I don't have all of it, but I've got like all the like 2020 run of albums, so part of me is very tempted to just like do a video on them, but I have actually got 2 extra ones that I can shoot, actually 3 one now I think of it. And I actually think I could probably make a better Nas one than a J. Cole one at the moment in terms of like the amount that I've got. So maybe I'll look at doing a Nas one soon, or maybe I'll look to like grow the Nas collection a bit more so I've got more of the albums, and I'll still put the J. Cole one out as soon as I can. But this one, it was a really good listen. I do recommend it. I mean, the one that stands out is A Thug's Mansion, which actually features Tupac, which is like him like rapping as if he's from in heaven, which is really interesting to hear on like an album like this. I think it's a very different style of Nas that is really overlooked. I don't know if that's the right term, but from someone who's only listened to this album 2 or 3 times, I do really like it, and I'm glad to have it on record. Okay, I'm going to be completely honest with you. This was just like an out there purchase and not really one that I was expecting. So I basically signed up to Rough Trade's monthly subscription thing. I did it for 1 month and I cancelled it because I was just like, I don't think I'm going to get my money's worth out of it. And that's with this one. I honestly can't tell you the artist. I'm sure she's really good. Cassandra Jenkins is her name. My Light, My Destroyer is the name of the album. But I'll be completely honest with you, I don't really know why I went for the Rough Trade thing. I think I wanted to try it, and I do like what they have available. It's not just like you just get vinyl per month. That is like the main appeal of it. But there's also stuff like exclusive offers and yada yada, all that sort of extra thing. And this was the one that came with this month. It wasn't the one I was actually expecting to get. I thought I was going to get last month's one, which I was kind of glad I didn't in the end, because I kind of went and listened to the album and I was like, it wasn't what I thought it was. But anyway, let's open this one up because I do like the sound of what this record is actually going to look like. It's called a Cotton Candy Splash Vinyl. So at the very least, I should be able to add a really nice splash vinyl to my collection. And if anything, maybe it'll be a new piece of music for me to enjoy. And maybe in the end, I'll be like, damn, I'm really glad I actually have this in the collection. I'm not expecting this. So a CD, interesting. Yep, there's a CD. Basically, you got the Galaxy there. So there's that. I do like when artists put records in there, but I'm not sure if that's just because it's like a Rough Trade exclusive. That's already bent. So we have the credits listed out here, which I actually do like the way this has been laid out. So that's really nice to see. And then finally, this is literally someone who has no context of the album. So we have a Reptile Eye, and then we have the Galaxy on that side. And then the moment of truth, the thing I'm most interested to find out is how this looks. And I'll be honest, I'm not disappointed by this. That is a beautiful colour and splatter. Definitely got that cotton candy vibe about it. So for a piece of music I have no clue about, like at all, genre included, it's a nice disc. And that's all I can really say about that. So if any of you know anything about this album by Cassandra Jenkins, then let me know what you think of it, and maybe I will go and give it a listen and give some actual thoughts one day. So let's get back on track with some hip-hop stuff and something that I know something about, which is We Don't Trust You by Future and Metro. I will just say, I do really like the album, but there is one big reason I did get this, and it is for the song Like That. Obviously started the entire Kendrick-Drake beef in terms of like this saga of it, not like, I kind of consider it like the Cold War Kendrick and Drake war, whatever, but this is kind of one of those that I feel like is like, get it on record because it is a piece of hip-hop history now. And obviously this isn't just like the regular version, this is a variant and a limited edition run. There's a red disc, so how about we crack it open and have a look. Obviously this album is incredible and it has a bunch of amazing features on it and a bunch of amazing songs. So remove Like That out of it, it would still be a worthwhile get to add to your collection. Alright, so first things first, we have the insert, which has an instant We Don't Trust You on there, which would in itself would be sick to put up. Then all the actual credits listed on the back. Again, I love this whole vibe with going with the picture insert. So there's one side of it with the car, and then the other side of it with Metro and Future there. And finally, oh my god, that looks beautiful. Oh, I love a reaction like that. So not only is this like a translucent, but it has got like marble effect, or kind of like scratches, not scratches, but you know what I mean. It's got a bit more of an effect to it other than translucent as well. So that is really cool. Like, I think this gives me like Red Room sort of vibes. I'm not sure how to describe it, but that's the kind of thing I kind of get from it. Or like, say like a horror film kind of thing, like blood splatter on the glass sort of effect. So that's what I get from this record. But damn, that's sick. I really like this colored record. That's so nice. So there's We Don't Trust You. I did think about getting We Still Don't Trust You, but just at the time I just kind of thought I'd just grab the one, because there is actually a really nice variant on that with like just, I think it's 4 black and white images on the cover, and then you get like a white disc as well, which looks really sick, but just went for this one for now. And finally, we actually have ourselves some SZA. So obviously this is SZA with Control, and I've only recently kind of started getting into SZA music, and I think SOS was a really good listen for me. Control, I've obviously heard some of the songs on it, but it's one that I'm going to go back to and sort of have a bit more of a listen through to fully appreciate. And I think it was just good timing for me to get into SZA, because I think these are basically, including the SOS one that I got last month, it's basically limited releases for these, so it's kind of like pick them up now just so you can get them. So I'm very glad to get it. Her music has always been fantastic, so... Taking it out, actually I haven't shown you the inside first. Taking a look on the inside, it's basically her more laid down in front of the actual Control set or cover, which you actually get a lot more of when you open from the back as well. So it like continues from the back on, or continues from the front on the back there, if that makes sense. We do have another insert here. Oh, this is actually a booklet. Oh, that's cool. A big Control there and basically bushes, I guess. Some more credits there as well, and then you've also got like some drawings on the back of it as well, which I'll be interested in learn more about in terms of the meaning for the album. But now looking at this is another translucent colour, and that is a nice green, again coming with that almost, is there a Marvel effect or is that just me going crazy? I think that's me going crazy. It's just a full translucent green, but I really like the red on that as well that pops up there. Really adds, or like, it's a good contrast to the green, that's what I'm trying to say. And it is a 2 LP, but you've already seen the record there. So that's SZA with Control. Really happy to be able to add this one to the collection and obviously go alongside the actual SOS record. So my SZA collection isn't going to be alone with the SOS, it's going to now have Control added to that as well. But wait, there's more. So I recently have been on a trip to Brighton, and this arrived whilst I was gone. Now the first one is a bit more of just like something for me to add to my 7-inch vinyl collection, which is Amy Winehouse with Back to Black. And this is actually a limited edition ultra clear vinyl. And this is actually from her session that she recorded live at BBC Radio 1. So I actually got this off recordstore.com, and I just thought it'd be a really nice one to add to the collection. Amy Winehouse is honestly like one of the best artists of like the 2000s or late 2000s, and obviously it's such a shame that she went so soon, and I feel like it's really, she's like one of the artists I would be happy to have in my collection. So to be able to add this one with a beautiful clear 7-inch pressing is really nice to have. So going to take care of this one. But obviously you saw the size of that box, and that's not just carrying one tiny little 7-inch record, no. That's carrying this. The main event of that one, I guess, which is Deadpool Wolverine, the soundtrack. Went and saw this actually last week, and man, it was a fun movie. Not going to spoil anything for you, don't worry, but such a fun film. Really enjoyed it. Highly recommend you go and see it if you are a Marvel fan. And this is the vinyl record to go alongside it. There you have the front of it with Deadpool holding his katanas, and then you see Hugh's face in there, or Wolverine's face. And then you have the opposite going on there with Wolverine with Deadpool's face in his claws. Really love that as a visual. So there it is without the wrapping. So if you take it off, you're then met with this scene of both of them fighting each other with the when you open the gatefold. And you actually are given 2 different variations of records. So you sort of get the Deadpool side before they all get stabby, and then a couple of shots from the movie. Then on the other one, which is basically, I'm guessing, the Wolverine side, which, I mean, has both of them on there, but obviously it's very yellow here. And seeing it's in my hand, I'll just start with it, but this should be the Wolverine one, which has a very nice pressing, and obviously it's got a bit of green in there, because obviously blue and yellow make green, but really nice ode to Wolverine in that, so glad to be able to have this one in here. And heading over to the Deadpool side, which should give us a black and red, which it does. So that is very nice in itself. I will say actually I think this one's probably the better one out of the 2. I think it's just because it doesn't have that like weird colour combiner, but for what they're going for, I do like them. I don't think I'm a big fan of the shape of the like colours going together. I feel like I would prefer the splatter maybe, but this is still unique and really nice to have. And as a vinyl collector and a fan of Marvel, I think this is a really good way to commemorate the movie within my collection. So there it is, Deadpool and Wolverine added to the collection. So there we have July's month of records collected. I have 8 of them. I know we're only holding 3 now, but we have 8 of them in total. Technically I could say I have 13, however I am saving 5 of the other records I got for a different video, so keep an eye out for that one. Obviously I also mentioned about the Slim Shady video I'm going to be making in the future, so keep an eye out for that one. And also, whilst I'm sort of just promoting stuff, I have just started a brand new Instagram account called The Veggie Vinyl Guy. I did actually try making one that said Veggie Vinyl Guy to fit in with my TikTok account or whatever. However, I did it and then it worked, but then every time I go on the account it just glitches out, so then I had to create this account. So go and follow this one because I have started posting on there. The first post done actually quite well. I am going to start like telling people to go over there rather than my personal one, so you'll be able to find this always in my comments or in the description, sorry, as well as on like my YouTube home page or channel page. That's the word. Basically, it's there if you ever want to reach out to me, but it's also just another form of me to make content on vinyl related stuff. I will also say I apologize if my energy seemed low. I have been meaning to record this video for a bit, or at least because it's the end of the month I should record it. It's been about 2 weeks since I made the last video, apologies for that. I'm really trying not to slip into the bad YouTube habits or anything. I've just been quite busy at the moment and also went away and kind of wanted to just have an actual break, which is why I'm here recording at about 11. Nope, it's actually 20:12. So it's 20:12 p.m. So I apologize if my energy has seemed low or if I've seemed like a bit more quieter than usual. That's the reason why. Anyway guys, I'll leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you got as well in the last month that's gone by, because I'll be interested to hear what pickups you got. So anyway, I've been Jenkins. Take care. See ya later.